Hello and welcome everyone to PRA Network 2. It's been a couple of weeks, but we are back here in the PRA Short Track Series. I'm your host, Justin Phoenix, and it's been a while. Been about 3 weeks since we've seen each other here. We're back here in the Short Track League, and here in just about 7 minutes, we will see short track racing at Nashville Fairgrounds in the street stocks for the Asphalt Assault Series. And it's been a couple of weeks, so I'm out of practice, to be honest with you. But it's good to be back. We welcome everybody that's watching on YouTube on PRA Network 2. We welcome everybody on Twitter, Twitch, not Twitter. Twitch on PRA_network. And we will be right back after we get started with our partnerships. See just a second. And welcome back. Heard from our partners, Sim Racer Hub and Grid Finder. Sim Racer Hub is one of the best places to go if you don't want to use spreadsheets for your point standings and stats collections for any iRacing league. and we use it here in PRA for all of our stats in iRacing. And then on the other side, we have Grid Finder. Grid Finder is the best place, in my opinion, for free access to any league you can possibly find on any racing game. And it's amazing. I love the guys over there at Grid Finder, the admins. I talk to them daily on their Discord. They're a great group of guys, so if you have any issues with the program, you can definitely contact them in their Discord, and they will respond within the day, unless it's like a holiday or something, and they'll get with you. But it's gridfinder.com, gridfinder.com. If you want to go to the PRA Grid Finder, it's gridfinder.com/C/Prodigy Racing Association, and make sure that you capitalize the P, the R, and the A. It will not take you to the link unless you capitalize those. And so, with that being said, we're getting ready for the lobby to open here for the first race of the night here in the Asphalt Assault Series. And so, while we wait, we're going to bring up and just remind everybody the point standings, because it's been about 3 weeks since we've been here. So, pop the point standings up there, and as you can see, we got Jacob Schneider in the points lead. Pretty heftily, 8 points over Riley Frost. He's going to have to lose a lot of positions before losing a lot of points to Riley. And as you know, Jacob so far has won every single race of the season in both the Asphalt Assault Series and the late model stocks. So he's been undefeated so far. Can that streak end tonight? We will see. Next is Riley Frost and Chucky Walden, and I have to just give honor where honor's due. Chucky Walden has never been this high in the point standings in the history of PRA that he's been in, so that's great for him. I think I might have seen. Let me go look. Yeah, he put an LPP in for tonight. So, unfortunately, his third place in the points will not stand after tonight, unless there's not a whole lot of people shows up. So we'll see. We are at Nashville Fairgrounds. It's a fairly unpopular track, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And that is your top three. Roger Saucier is a prominent one there. He is last season's super late model champion, so he's not a slouch. He won a couple of weeks ago in the IndyCar Indianapolis race, the oval race, in dramatic fashion, winning it right on the last stretch. If you go to our Twitch, sorry, I'm having struggles tonight. Our Twitch and our Facebook, you can watch the most recent race that he won there in the Indies. That was great. It was a three-way battle for the finish there, and Roger came out ahead. He got the money for that one. So congratulations to him. And with that being said, let me look. And our lobby should be opening, and it's not open yet. So we are at Nashville Fairgrounds. I'm sorry. I'm struggling tonight. It's been about 3 weeks since I've even done this, so I'm out of practice. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway is a half-mile motorsports racetrack located in Nashville Fairgrounds near the downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The track is the second oldest continually operating track in the United States. The track held NASCAR Grand National and Winston Cup Series, now NASCAR Cup Series races from 1958 to 1984. The seating capacity of 15,000. Operator Bob Sargent Track broke ground in 1904, opened in 1904. It was formerly known as the Music City Motorplex, as well as the Nashville Speedway, Nashville Motor Speedway, National International Raceway, and many other names. The last major event was the ARCA Menard Series in 2021. So, and that we got a little bit of the history of Nashville Fairgrounds. It's one of those tracks that are like a cult following. Lots of people love this track, but it's not very popular on iRacing, apparently. I mean, I kind of noticed that with in the demographics on the stats and stuff on how many people actually race this track, other than when it's actually um, one of the main tracks in the official races. I am struggling right now for some reason. I don't know why. It's been a long day. I've had some things to deal with today, so I apologize. I might be a little tired. So it looks like the lobby is open for anybody watching that might be in the live stream. By the way, I saw your message in chat, Dylan Davis. Thank you. Intro music is great, he said. So if anybody would like to join any of our iRacing or Wreckfest or in our 2003 7, and I think that's it. I'm struggling tonight. Wow. I didn't know being off for 3 weeks would get me to where I can't even talk. But anyway, we're loading in the sim right now. We're gonna see who's got the fastest practice times. There we go. You can hear the engines roaring. Now we're live. And it looks like Dylan Davis right now has the only full lap. I did not have any caffeine before we started tonight. All right. Looks like my crew chief's trying to be really annoying. I'm going to just turn it off. Dylan Davis, Riley Frost. Riley just got the fastest lap. Looks like so far there's 4 cars. Oh. Right now, the only 4 cars that are officially out there, because I don't know if Shannon's going to race, but I'm not racing. So there's 5 logged in that could race. And we don't see Jacob Schneider yet. Jacob Schneider has won every single race so far this season. If he doesn't show up tonight, he's not winning this one. Dylan Davis spins it out on the backstretch. I apologize if I don't have a lot of energy tonight. I usually have a Red Bull. Usually I'm hyped up on all kinds of caffeine, but it has been a long day and I haven't had a chance to buy me a Red Bull. So, there's that. I'm normally like super hyped up. But it has been 3 weeks since I've been here. I'm out of practice. This is... I have not even been at my computer for 3 weeks, so been some holidays for me, and it's been a nice relaxing time away from all the stress, so I'm glad to be back here, but I'm not glad to be back under stress. 3 cars have made time so far. Riley Frost, Dylan Davis, and Damon Henry. And so we have about 7 minutes left in practice, and Jacob Schneider has made the connection to iRacing. So our points leader is here. All right. Jacob Schneider's making his way out on the track. Roger Saucier is here. And with Chucky Walden not being here, also the 4th place guy, that would be Joel Crozier. He has not made an appearance yet. So we might see Roger Saucier jumping up to 3rd, which would be in the money. Just a reminder for those that may have forgotten, the top 3 finishers in the point standings this season all get money in both series. The same amount for each series. So the champion gets $50 for asphalt assault, $50 for the late model stock, and 2nd place gets 25 each, and 3rd place gets 15 each. I am sorry that I'm being so slow tonight. The next season that we're going to do here in PRA for the PRA Short Track Series is going to be a combination of late model stocks and super late models. But it's going to be the whole season. It's not going to be like this. It's not going to be 2 back-to-back races like the asphalt assault and late model stocks. It's going to be 1 complete season where 1 race it's late model stocks, the next race it's super late models, and it just cycles back and forth. It starts with super late models, then goes to late model stocks. But we're going to try to combine our drivers, and I plan on there being 3 champions. But then, at the max, 3 champions, a potential for 2, and if one guy just dominates both, then. But there's going to be a champion for late model stocks, there's going to be a champion for super late models, and then there's going to be an overall champion. We'll see. See about the money that goes into that. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that might be watching that that is the plan for the next season here in PRA Short Track. I'm going to be taking off for a little bit. I'm going to be running a different series in the month of December, November/December, for a different league, and then I'll be back here at PRA. That is the plan. Those plans may change if the plans for that other league have changed. But as of right now, I won't be here for a couple months. So. Monday night's my only night to run stuff, and so I have to kind of spread things out, make sure that I'm touching all my bases that I want to touch. That being said, there are 6 people here tonight so far And that's a decent turnout, but it's a bad sign for the late model stocks because there's usually a whole lot fewer. There's a whole lot fewer drivers that show up for that usually, so we'll see. And just so you know, the Street Stocks, the Asphalt Assault Series, is a fixed setup series, and the setup is provided by iRacing. So if the setup sucks, blame iRacing. For the late model stocks, it is open setup, so you can bring your own setup, or you can use one that someone provides for us. And for tonight's race in the late model stocks, we have one from DLSSS from Below Average Gaming, and we have one provided by Jacob Schneider himself. And so those are two that are provided for tonight's late model stock series race. And if you want to bring your own setup and dominate all of us, by all means, please do so. We are still looking for sponsorships here in the PRA Short Track Series. If anybody's interested, reach out to Justin Phoenix, that is me, and we can talk about an agreement on getting your brand on our broadcast. Give them the link to your website on each one of our broadcast descriptions. We can advertise you at the beginning of the race. With these double headers like this one, we can do an advertisement in the middle of between the races. So, and we can also do caution advertising. But reach out to me. We're looking for it. This is not about paying me. I am all about getting these drivers paid. I'm all about getting the product out there. That's what my focus is. I won't take a dime of it unless I'm otherwise told so. So, yep. With that being said, I don't want to sound like I'm begging. We have less than 1 minute left until qualifying begins. If I was rich, I'd pay for it myself. But yeah, I'm just looking at some of our stats. We do have pole position split between the two top runners, Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost. All right. So here we go. We're under qualifying now. Get on a channel to where I only hear flashbang. So far, Dylan Davis, Damon Henry, and Brandon Farley have made laps. Jacob Schneider. Joel Crozier has logged in. He's been here. So far, Jacob Schneider is the pole sitter. The 20.079 is... There we go. Joel Crozier's coming out. There he is. So with Chucky Walden not making the race tonight, Joel Crozier has an opportunity to move into the third position going into the final race of the season. The final race of the season will be at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're going to watch Joel make his laps. Fourth place so far with a 20.227. And lap number 2 is a 20.273.
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to the PRA Short Track League. Tonight we are at the historic Nashville Fairgrounds. I am happy for those of you that showed up that you did show up. Let's make tonight a good race. I have been optimistic this season that you guys have proven to me that you can have a clean race without junking each other. I expect that to continue tonight. Just because you had a 2-week break does not mean I will be relaxed on the rules. I have been letting y'all settle your own differences on the track, so the less I have to do my job, the better. As a quick reminder, there is zero toxicity in this race event, and throughout PRA, we will not tolerate it. I don't care if you trip back and forth, but keep it respectful and keep it about the race. If you have an issue with me or my officiating, you can DM me as Def Not Flashbang in the Discord. In the event that you are coming up on a lap car, if you are faster than said lap car, it is your job to get around them safely. Lap cars, you are required to run a predictable line. I don't care if you block, I don't care if you bump and run, but make it clean. A bump and run is not ship somebody to the wall. If you have tires and you're blocking your ass off and get shipped to the wall anyway, well, I can't really help you there. So let's grade up, let's have a good race, and if you need anything, call down.
All right, our starting lineup is Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, 1-2. No surprise. 3-4 is Roger Saucier, Joel Crozier. P5 and P6, Dylan Davis,
That
Damon
also being
Henry.
said, next week is Bristol, and I might just run with you guys. Who knows?
And P7, Brandon Farley, 327 Wonderbread car. And that is our 7-car field for tonight. The driver count is low, and it was predictably going to be that because a lot of people don't have this track. So it is what it is. Next season, hopefully, we'll see a bigger turnout. So while we got everybody here on the starting grid, I will say that the plan is also to keep the street stocks going every season. With that being said, I can't start races earlier than 8:30. So what will happen is We'll have a 30-minute
Gentlemen,
sprint
start your engines.
for the street stocks next season. And then right after that, we'll start the
Thank
main
you for
event.
playing along. I appreciate it.
So we'll still have double headers. It'll just be starting at 8:30, and you won't get to see the practice or anything. It'll be right into the race time as soon as I get on the broadcast. So it's gonna be a fun time. I don't know when that season's gonna start. I still have to work on all the details, but I do appreciate Jacob Schneider's help in making the schedule and suggesting the idea. We're gonna do big time races all season long. They're gonna be mimicking real life races. And I see an issue. That. We're gonna put that right there. Sometimes your overlay programs update and they move things on you. But we're gonna look at the starting grid from Jacob Schneider's perspective. Maybe. There we go. I think he knows he's live. As soon as I turned to him, he started revving it up. Welcome to the grid, Jacob Schneider. Green flag is underway here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Oh, they're into the wall. I think it was Riley Frost that got into the wall a little bit. Nobody has incidents though. So far, Jacob Schneider has the lead. Roger Saucier is trying to look at the rear bumper of Riley Frost. He's looking to the outside, trying to arc that corner. And Brandon Farley's already going to go a lap down here. Three laps into the race. He takes it to the outside. He's going to rub the wall. Oh, he gets into the wall pretty heavily. He's riding it. Right now, Riley Frost is actually catching Jacob Schneider. Riding on board with Riley Frost right now, looking out his windshield at Jacob Schneider. Joel Crozier gets a 2X. What happened with him? I don't know. He must have brushed the wall. The closest battle on the track right now, though, is the leaders. Coming off turn number 2, Riley Frost right up on the bumper of Jacob Schneider. Riding on board with Riley Frost again. He did pull away from Roger Saucier there. Now they've kind of spread out. Here's your running order: Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Roger Saucier, Joel Crozier, Dylan Davis, Damon Henry, and Brandon Farley. Looking back from Jacob Schneider, looking back at Riley Frost and the rest of the field. Right now they're coming down the front stretch going into turn number 1. Jacob Schneider has a bit of a lead. He's got about a half a second lead over Riley Frost. It looks like Roger Saucier is trying to catch up to Riley now. He's making ground on him. Right now he's 3/10 of a second, almost 4/10 of a second back. This is going to be a little bit of a 3-car battle here up front. Jacob Schneider is pulling away a little bit. He is a half a second ahead of Frost. These 3 cars have had battles all season long. We saw a couple weeks ago, well actually a couple weeks ago we were on a break, but a few races ago there was some heat between these 3 guys. Roger blocked Riley so hard, and he blocked Jacob Schneider really hard. He got the worst end of the deal from blocking Jacob, though. I'm going to ride on board with Roger Saucier. "25 laps to go." They're on the back stretch going down to turn number 3. Jacob's got a bit of a lead. He's now extended his lead to almost 6/10 of a second. These 2 right here for second and third are heating up. They're getting close. And we've seen these 2 get into some heated battles in the past few races. So we know that Riley will race clean, but Roger's got a little bit of an aggressive streak. We'll see what happens here. He's closing in on him. We're right on board with him again. You got Joel Crozier back here. I'm going to ride on board with him for a second. He can see this whole battle in front of him. If anything happens with these top 3 cars, Joel will be right there to make the pass. We're going to look back from Jacob Schneider's point of view. Unfortunate for Dylan Davis and Damon Henry, they kind of lost track of the field back there, but they are racing against each other. Let's give them some TV time because they're deserving of it. The 44 and the 743. They are racing for position. This is for 5th. Again, the car count tonight is a little bit low, and that was to be expected here at Nashville Fairgrounds. It's not a hugely popular track, and not very many people own it, so Damon is trying to get up on Dylan's bumper. He is about a half a second back. But the closest battle right now, Roger Saucier is getting right on Riley Frost. So let's give him some TV time here. Let's see what's going on. He is getting a better entry, but it looks like Riley's getting off the turns better. Roger's got about the half lane up on turn 3 and 4. That's giving him a better entry into turn number 1. I see that every time, but is actually not really gaining and not really losing. Look back from Jacob Schneider. Jacob has his own YouTube channel. You can look up Jacob Schneider Racing, I think it's called. I'll have to confirm that when I interview him after this race. I mean, assuming he wins. There's 15 laps to go. Jacob Schneider is still undefeated this season in both the Asphalt Assault and the Late Model Stock Series. He is looking to try to keep that streak alive. Every single week, he has dominated. He's led the most laps. I mean, even when he had to start in the very back twice this season, he's worked his way all the way through the field and still won the race. Without wrecking anybody. Only person he wrecked was Roger, and he got he kind of had a reason to. No offense to Roger, I like Roger, but he was doing everything he could do to keep him behind him. So it looks like Roger's lost a little bit of steam on Riley. He burned those tires up. And now he's getting into the clutches of Joel Crozier. I hope I'm saying his name right. I've never actually talked to the guy. Joel. We're going to have 11 laps to go. Jacob Schneider still leading. He's led every lap of this race so far. They're really spread out. Each car is almost a second apart. The closest battle on the track right now is Joel and Roger, and they're 7/10 apart. And these are the views you don't get in real racing, because nobody hangs a camera like that behind the car. Joel is catching him. Joel is getting a better corner exit every time than Roger is. And somebody just hit the wall. I don't know who that was. And I don't see an incident point anywhere. Joel has a 2X, so he got the wall pretty good. Oh, Roger just got a 2X. He just hit the wall. That just did some damage. Going to ride on board with Joel Crozier as he catches up to Roger Saucier. This is the closest battle on the track at 4/10 of a second. Here in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Nashville Fairgrounds, we got 6.5 laps to go. Roger's got to pass the lap car. That's going to slow him down. Oh, Joel's got a huge run on Roger going off the turns. He's gaining about 0.05 of a second each straight. With that being said, if he gains that much each and every time, every lap, he's going to be right up on him when this race is coming to a close. And we know Roger's going to make that car very wide. He does it every single time, every single week. What are we going to see here at the end of this race? Right now, Jacob Schneider, he's still 1.2 seconds ahead of Riley Frost. He's got this in the bag. All he has to do is just keep it clean. But these two right here are heating up right here at the end of the race. 4 laps to go. He's right up on him. Joel's right up on the end, the bumper of Roger. I'm getting all tongue-tied. I said at the beginning of this broadcast I was tired, but this is giving me an adrenaline rush, so I'm not tired anymore. Here we go. 3 laps to go. Roger's running high. Joel's on the inside. Roger actually gives him room. I can't believe it. Someone just killed the wall on the front stretch. I think it was Brandon Farley. These two are running side by side. Oh, Roger's sideways. He has really good car control. And like I said, he is the latest winner in one of the points races of the IndyCar series, making the history being the first IndyCar winner, IndyCar series in PRA. But he didn't do it by blocking. He did it by an amazing pass right at the start-finish line. This time we're going to have one lap to go. Jacob Schneider has the white flag. He's way out in front. We're going to watch this battle. Just going to keep our eye on the times here. Is Joe going to get the third, or is it going to be Roger? Here we go. Checkered flag. And Jacob Schneider wins yet another one. Riley Frost in second, but here comes Joe Crozier, and Roger Saucier gets third. Roger Saucier gets it at the line. Wow, what a race. That was amazing. That was great. What a race for third place. Great race for third place, I just typed. All right. We're going to interview the top three. That would be Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, and Roger Saucier. I know. All right, we're going to get the drivers up in the booth here. That was a great race. I feel bad for Joel Crozier. That would have been his best finish of the season. But he tried hard, and he didn't do anything dirty, and Roger didn't block him either. So it was quite a good race there. He gave him plenty of room, which was a surprise. Jacob Schneider's in the chat, but I'm going to wait to interview him last. He's the winner. There's Riley. He's second. I need Saucier. Man, that was great. I'm going to go back to Roger. We're going to watch that final lap one more time. They made it a great battle all the way around track. Right here, Joel did everything he could, did everything right to try to get this position from Roger right at the end. There's Saucier. He's in the chat. Right at the finish. Wow. We're going to back that up one more time, and we're going to go watch Roger Saucier. Let me turn off this because it likes to change who I'm looking at. And we're going to go far chase. We'll watch it like this. No, we won't. I hit the wrong button. That's great. All right. So let me... I hit the wrong button. That's great. So let's rewind that. And let's pull Roger. Roger Saucier with the third place. You had to fight for that one, buddy. You just muted your mic. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, it's been doing that since I've been getting pulled into different calls. But yeah, the tires kind of just hit a cliff with like 10 to go, the last 30, and I was just hanging on for my life at that point.
Dude, do you know how close that finish was, though?
Closer than I would have liked it, I suppose.
It was 0.05 of a second. I would have been interviewing Joel right now instead of you. But you guys made that really clean, man. That was a great finish. It was exciting. I actually got to scream a little bit instead of just watching everybody follow each other around the line. So you made it exciting at the end, at least. So how's it feel? Third place again.
Kind of getting old. I think I finished third in almost every race so far this season. So bit of this, more of the same. Those two, I haven't got nothing for those top two. Gotta hopefully find something next week. It was pretty good at Bristol last season, so hopefully that translates this season, and we'll see what happens then.
Yep. And I just wanted to congratulate you. I haven't had a chance to talk, but you won at the Indy race at Indianapolis, so congratulations there.
Yeah, thank you. That one was something. I didn't think I was going to win that race till I think turn one when I had won the race. So
yeah,
I haven't actually made a slingshot like that worked on the front stretch, so it was.
Well, you definitely cool. Made it. You made it work when it counted.
Yeah, it was cool to say I've done it now, I suppose.
Absolutely. Well, we have one more week at Bristol, so you feel confident at Bristol?
I feel pretty good about it. I also felt good about this week and in Concord, and they ended bad, but we'll see.
Absolutely,
No
buddy.
guarantees from me, but we're gonna go for it.
Well, I mean, you're with Chucky Walden not making the race tonight. You're in the money, so for third place in the championship. So
Yeah, hopefully try to keep it there, and we'll go on to next week, see what we can do.
all right, man. Well, we appreciate you racing with us as always, and hope you have a good week. And we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Yep, thank you guys for putting this on for us every week.
Absolutely, buddy. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
That was Roger Saucier. And with that being said, let's pull in second place, Rally Frost. We didn't really watch the last couple. I don't know why that keeps doing that. We didn't really get to watch Riley cross the line, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to rewind it enough to show how far ahead Jacob was from him, and we will pull Riley in. Riley Frost, second place again. I mean, this is a normal position for you. How's it feel, buddy?
Oh, same as always, I guess. Hoping for one more, but we'll take second.
Yeah, I just got through interviewing Roger, and he had a really clean race with Joel Crozier there at the end, and it was exciting. I actually got to raise my voice because you guys were kind of just running around in a line there for a little while, so I didn't have much to talk about.
Yeah, no. I tried to reel Jacob in, but I had nothing on him at the end of the race.
Yeah, you were reeling it in. It was like about midway through the race, you were making better lap times than him, but then I guess your tires burned out.
Oh, I used them up. Oh, yeah.
I figured that's what happened. Yeah, Roger was catching you at one point, but I think he did the same thing. He shot his tires.
Yeah, we pulled away after a while.
Yeah, so that was, I mean, with only 7 cars on the track, there was a whole lot of nothing going on, but y'all still kept it clean and caution-free race. That's something we like to see, right?
Yeah, hopefully we'll get some more people out and get a little bit of beat and bang going on or something.
Yeah, I expected there to be a low car count tonight because this is not a very popular track for some reason. But yeah, so congrats again on second place. That's kind of been your norms, silver all season. Like Roger said in the interview with him, he's been third all season. So it's kind of like the first, second, third syndrome between you three.
Yeah, hopefully we can change that up.
Yep. Well, you're racing in the late model stocks here in a minute, right?
I am, yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you there, and we'll probably be interviewing you after that race.
All right, see you there.
See ya. Riley Frost in second, and then we'll pull in Jacob Schneider again, keeping the streak alive, winning every single race this season so far. Buddy, how do you keep doing it?
I don't know. I'm getting lucky sometimes, and Riley's not that far from me. He's keeping me honest.
Yeah, there was at one point Riley was catching you and Roger was catching Riley. So if they didn't burn their tires out, there might have been something to watch at the end.
Yeah, I was trying to maintain my gap. I was talking to Riley. I was like, yeah, he had me going harder than I wanted to go. But I definitely didn't want to give up the lead or give him a chance to get in my bumper, so I went too. I think we all could have been quicker at the end if we would have chilled at the beginning, but
Yeah, you guys were going ham on it.
yeah. I'm sure we were all leaving tread marks at the beginning, but I just made it kind of more of a handful for all of us at the end, and it just kind of spread out though.
Yeah, I got to watch an exciting race for third between Roger and Joel. That was a 0.05 of a second finish there for third place, so that was exciting. So
I watched that back when I watched the broadcast back in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't give you a lot of TV time. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I don't think the broadcast wants to see one guy just driving around all over the place.
Nah, I You know, the points are still a little close in street stock, closer than I wanted to be, just because Riley's gotten a lot of bonus points in the street stocks, and I'll probably start taking some EOLs now.
Well,
I need to be penalized, I think.
you got one more week. Just take
Yeah.
it home. So yeah, you want to make any shout outs? I honestly I forgot what your YouTube name is, so give a shout out for that because I tried earlier and I'm like, man, I don't remember it. So
It's just my name in racing, Jacob Schneider Racing on YouTube.
I got it right.
I got it on my late model now, so it'll be easy for you on the
All
late
right,
model.
all right, good. I'll have to say it and give you a shout out every 5 minutes since you'll probably be leading.
Yeah, no, you can show the battle on through the field, or I'll take the EOL in this next one. I might make it exciting.
You can just manually do an EOL and I'll just clear it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Shannon's in there, he can do it.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you want to make any shout outs to anybody else before we move on, buddy?
Just my wife. I got her on the car in the street stock, Leopard Medical. She sponsors me by letting me do this on Monday nights.
That's
What more could you
fantastic.
ask?
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I thank you for racing with us. I kind of gave a little bit of an advertisement. Go ahead.
We missed you the last 2 weeks. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it took, dude, when I started the broadcast, I was tired and I was struggling to make words. So I apologize to when you watch the broadcast back to start with. I'm struggling for real. But it's been 3 weeks
You're doing
since
better
I've
than
done
I
this.
could do, so I'm not going to judge.
But yeah, so I advertised a little bit earlier about our upcoming series next year for the late model stocks and the super late models. We don't have a set date for those yet, but that we're going to combine them because we keep getting low car counts, and hopefully combining them together will get more people out and more participation.
Yeah, I mean, this one would be a good one to advertise. You got a good base of 6 guys here that didn't bring out a yellow for 40
Absolutely.
laps, so that should
Absolutely.
attract people that like some good green flag racing.
Yeah, and it's kind of like that. We get to the late parts of every season, and the people that are like the culprits of bringing out the yellows all the time don't race anymore because they keep bringing out yellows, and so when they quit racing, we don't have them.
I don't think people have this track either. It's not really the best track.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. This track's unpopular for some reason.
Well, it's too small for the NASCAR style cars, and it's kind of too big for these.
So it's like
just kind of weird.
It's got a historical feel though. I mean, it's a NASCAR track from the long time ago. So
yeah.
And you also have Dale Jr. to thank for it.
I'm still waiting on Florence, Dale Jr. He said we're getting it. We haven't got it yet.
Yeah. Well, buddy, I will let you get ready for the late model stocks, and good luck there. You're still the championship leader in both series, so and you're also still undefeated. So let's see what happens.
So that session opens.
9 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes.
I'll see you shortly.
Alrighty, buddy. We'll see you.
Thank you, Jeff.
No problem. All right, and with that being said, we're going to take a 5-minute break from the broadcast, and I'm going to go get me a drink and some other things, and we will be right back with the rest of this race. Welcome back, everyone, to PRA Network 2. I'm your host, Justin Phoenix, and we have returned for the late model stock series at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. With that being said, let's get into the points standings of tonight's race. I'm zoomed in so you can see it a little better. Jacob Schneider is the points leader by 12 points over Riley Frost. I'm sorry, not 12. Not 12 points. More than 12 points. 22 points. I was looking at the bonus points. And Riley Frost second. Jake Handlevick, who is Jake Raven, he's in third. Lance Sater, Loop-de-Loop Sater, is fourth. Austin LeBlanc, fifth. Dylan Davis, sixth. Landon Lacey, seventh. Chucky Walden, eighth. Hayden Henry Oaks, ninth. Quinn Campbell, 10th. Sienna Bloomquist in 11th. Shannon Milliken in 12th. And Trenton Bestgrove, I don't know how he's on there because I don't think he ever made a race. And that is the point standings for tonight's race. The lobby is not open yet, but we are waiting patiently for it to open. Hello, guys. We're live on YouTube. I just wanted to pop in and get your thoughts on what's coming up in the late model stock series. Flashbang.
We're racing Bristol next week. It'll be fun, and I don't know how this race is going to go. If it's anything like the first one, I'm not going to have to do anything.
Yeah, it was pretty spread out. It was an exciting finish for third.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and Jacob didn't run away with it either. There were plenty of people there that they were all roughly running the same time.
Yeah, and it wasn't until they started burning their tires off at the end, and Jacob had saved his at that point.
Yeah.
Because both Roger and Riley told me that they had burned off their tires. So both of them were riding really, really rough on their cars to try to catch Jacob. So Jacob was kind of taking it easy. Just pull it away. I figured the car count would be pretty low here in the late model stock series.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't raced in a couple weeks, so it's. I know Austin, or at least LeBlanc, just started college, so he's a little busy.
Yeah, I was wondering where he was. He didn't post an LPP, or did he? Yeah, he did. Never mind.
He did? Okay.
Yeah, he did. My bad. Anyway, I wanted to drop down here and say hi, everybody, and Coob, you want to say anything?
Nope, I don't even think he's here.
How about Racer? You want to say anything?
Damn.
That is a no. All right. Well, I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on tonight's race before I go back to the broadcast booth. Good luck and have fun. Yeah.
Did you like my gentlemen start your engines?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do it again, because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I made them all rev their engines, and I'm like, there we go. Thanks for playing along.
Yeah, I never heard it. It never came through the broadcast. I've got the channels turned off, and I've just got race control, so I can only hear you. I can't hear anybody else. I've learned my lesson from allowing everybody's speech to be on the broadcast.
Yeah, you get to hear all the bullshit when it's a bad night. Yeah.
Yep, I've learned my lesson on that. Won't do it no more. But anyway, good luck officiating. Hope it goes clean for you. And I'll be here for moral support if you need it.
Yep, sounds good, buddy.
All right, see you after the race. All right, Dylan Davis is getting some early practice time. The only one on the track. Loop-de-Loop has joined. We got Loop-de-Loop. Hello, Loop-de-Loop. Loop-de-Loop Sater. That is his permanent nickname until he proves that he can't Loop-de-Loop no more. Riley Frost has joined. While we have a moment, I just want to say welcome everybody again to the broadcast here at PRA Network 2 on YouTube, PRA_network on Twitch. And we will throw it over to the track so you can see what's going on. Anybody new to the broadcast, you can join our league, discord.gg/PRA, discord.gg/PRA. You can see our race schedule for the entire league from iRacing, Wreckfest, PC Wreckfest, GT7, and beyond on gridfinder.com. That is gridfinder.com, all one word, /C/Prodigy Racing Association. It is linked in the chat. You can find it there. Make sure to capitalize the P, the R, and the A. We love our buddies over at Grid Finder. They've been great to us. We haven't even met their partnership goals on some things, and they've allowed advertising of our league there, and it's really appreciated. So I suggest anybody that's not on Grid Finder, you got a league, join Grid Finder. Those guys are great. They will get you what you need. Want some people in your league? They can help you find them. Unfortunately for Oval Series, it's not as popular yet, but let's change that. They've been trying to start an Oval Series under the Grid Finder name. Yeah, let's get some more oval racing going. United States and Canada. Right now, Dylan Davis still has the fastest lap of practice. And that changed as soon as I said that. Jacob Schneider now has the fastest lap. Get a little closer look at the Jacob Schneider Racing YouTube logo. On behalf of Jacob Schneider. There's Riley Frost driving the Rockets number 10. Rockets Graphics. Lance just slammed that wall really hard. I will be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. We're gonna have 50 laps in this late model stock series race tonight. Again, per usual this season, Jacob Schneider is the favorite. Riley Frost is the second favorite. And that's no offense to Lance Sater, Loop-de-Loop, or Dylan Davis. Looks like we're going to have 4 cars in the field unless some more people join before the beginning of this race. Well, this is all we'll say. Hopefully, next week we get some more out for the season finale at Bristol. But we're going to work on remedying the car count issue. I'll make sure that the advertisement for the series is at least 2 months long before we start. We will get a bunch of recruiting races and stuff going.
Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for being here for the second race of the night. There's 4 of you. Don't fuck this up.
That has to be the best speech ever, Shannon. Nobody else can hear me, I don't think. But yeah, that was the best one.
Justin. Hi, Justin.
Hello, I'm not supposed to be able to hear you. I'm turning you off now. All right. Jacob Schneider, Lance Sater, that was a good lap. Just want to say thanks, guys, to the 4 of you that are here. Next week is Bristol, so hopefully we'll get more.
I got a bunch of invites going out, so we'll see what we can get.
Next season, we're combining the super late models with the late model stocks. And I'm going to be advertising for about 2 months before our race. And we're getting some recruitment races going and everything. Hopefully we'll get a bigger turnout next year, next season.
Well, what was the minimum age to join again?
16 if mature. 18 if not. If they're 18 and immature, they still probably won't be here.
I'm 19. Does that count? I'm kidding.
Oh, it counts, and it makes a whole lot of sense.
If you got people that are within the... I'll even accept a 14-year-old if they're pretty mature for their age, but they have to at least show that. If you have a bunch of people, Lance, send them out. I don't have a problem with it.
Wait, what did you say about 14?
If they're even if they're 14 and extremely mature and can handle themselves, that's fine. I just be careful.
Good luck in this race. I'm going to leave the radio open since there's only 4 of you. This shouldn't get too awful crazy. That doesn't mean free advertising for you, Lance.
I didn't do anything.
I meant loop-de-loop. Yeah, that's who I meant to say. I like
Hey,
how...
is that bet still on?
I keep stepping on you. I have no idea. You'll have to ask below because neither one of us made it.
Yeah, Shannon's right. That's between you and below. Anyway, we're having a very professional conversation. This is the most professional race conversation we've ever had. I gotta have some fun. There's only 4 of us. If I go down to the arcade chat in our Discord, there's more in there than there is in this lobby for this race. Oh. All right, so we just saw the running order. 4 cars in this race. It's going to be real fun, real exciting. I'm being sarcastic, but you know, I got to have fun. We do want more cars than 4. I'll just be real. But we got Jacob Schneider, Lance Sater, Riley Frost, Dylan Davis. That is your starting lineup. Lance Sater had a good qualifying lap. It was 700ths off of Jacob Schneider's. So let's see if he's got anything for Jacob tonight, or if he'll have another loop-de-loop.
As you wish.
Riley out. Okay, so Jacob got his EOL that he wanted. I have to get by 3 other cars. So in this field, we got Jacob Schneider, Lance Sater, Riley Frost, and Dylan Davis. These have been the top runners besides Jake Raven in this series this season. Jake Raven's not here tonight. Nor did he ask for an LPP, so I don't know where he is tonight. This is going to be a little interesting with Jacob starting in the back. Lance Sater got a 700th of a second slower qualifying time. Could he be fast enough? It's going to move Riley Frost to the front because of that. Here we go. Green flag is getting ready to wave. We are off. 50 laps of racing here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway in the late model stock. Lance Sater gets an early lead into turn number 1. Dylan Davis is looking to the inside of Riley Frost. Riley Frost is taking the high line. Jacob Schneider is going to make the pass. And Lance Sater is now the leader. These are his first lead laps of the season, I do believe. And congrats to him. He is getting off to an early lead here. And Riley Frost pitted. Okay, something happened to Riley. I don't know what happened. These three cars are the only ones. Now Riley has a black flag. Why? That is unfortunate for Riley. I mean, he's going to finish fourth no matter what. He just left it. Yep. Okay. It's not like he lost a lot. Fourth place out of 4. So we have 43 laps to go. Lance is keeping a steady lead. Riley Frost manually disconnected, so he's out. He made 4th place. Don't know what happened. And Jacob Schneider is now up to 2nd. He makes the pass on Dylan Davis. Now he's gonna work on Riley Frost. I'm sorry. He's gonna work on Lance Sater. Looking back at the other 2 cars from Lance's view. Loop-de-loop. This is Lance's best chance to get his win that he's been looking for. So I asked Riley Frost what happened. He didn't put fuel in it. Oh, that is unfortunate. It's not like he lost a lot because there's only 4 cars on the track. But my gosh, that is hilarious. Oh, Lance just smacked the wall. Dylan's not too far off the top two. Top two could be burning tires off while Dylan's saving. Dylan's still hungry for one of those wins, those elusive wins. Lance Sater has Jacob Schneider all over him. Riding on board with Jacob Schneider, looking out his windshield at Lance Sater. 30 laps to go in this 50-lap feature here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Could be for the final time in PRA's short track league. Always on the inside. These three are the only three on the track, and they're all right nose to tail. 27 laps to go. Dylan's on the inside of Jacob Schneider. The two-wide battle for second. Dylan Davis is going back to second place. Going to be 25 laps to go this time by. These three cars are right together, and Dylan Davis is looking for the lead over Lance Sater. Will he get his first laps led in the season? And he does. I'm actually going to verify that. Yeah, that will be the first couple of laps led by Dylan Davis. And what just happened to Lance Sater? He just got two 2Xs. Oh, he's going to have to pull it off the track. Oh, he damaged it. All right. That sucks for him. He led the most laps this race. But that's going to be all she wrote unless something happens between these two. It's going to be a two-car battle. Jacob Schneider taking the high line. Dylan Davis on the low. Lance Sater is having to pit. He's a lap down now. That is unfortunate for Lance. He led the most laps of this race. Had an incident. I missed it. I was looking away and I seen that he smacked the wall or something. So now it's a two-car battle for the win, basically 20 laps to go. Anything could happen. They could wreck each other and Lance Sater could come back. Jacob Schneider chose to take an EOL so that he wouldn't start on the pole. As you heard in the interview after the street stock race. I think he's biding his time. Gonna let Dylan Davis lead some laps. These are his first laps led in the entire season. And he is a native from Tennessee. These last two races are his native home tracks. And here comes Jacob Schneider on the outside. The spoiler. The dominant one takes the lead with 15 laps to go here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Leads his first lap of the entire race. Dylan Davis is staying right there. Riding on board with Dylan Davis, who's now in second, watching Jacob Schneider pull away. In the Vicars screen printing? I don't know. I wish people would give me their actual sponsors, and that way I don't have to try to read it on the car while it's driving around the track. Yeah, that would be really good. All right, well, so 10 laps to go. Anything can still happen. Lance is hoping something happens. That's unfortunate for him. He got two 2Xs in a row. While they're going around, let's take a look at that and see what happened on Lance's 2Xs here. Here's the first one. Smacks the wall. And that's where Dylan. Okay. Yeah, Dylan got the inside, and that's where he takes the lead. So then here's the second 2X. It just smacks the wall again, coming off of turn 4. And that was all she wrote for Lance Sater at that point. So let's go back to the leaders. Seven laps to go. The laps are winding down. Not many more opportunities for Jacob to make a mistake. We have not seen him make, but I wouldn't really even call the issue with Roger Saucy a mistake. He's not really made a mistake all season. But he's only had 2 total incident points the entire season of both series. So. He's on the second line up, so he's running a really different line than what Dylan's running behind him. Three laps remaining. Lance just got another 2X. Loop-de-loop. Final lap. White flag. One more time around. for Jacob Schneider in the Jacob Schneider Racing YouTube page. Number 81. Coming around turn number 3, turn number 4 to continue his win streak undefeated. He's got one more race to go in both series to go the entire season undefeated. No one has ever done that in PRA history. Congratulations to Jacob Schneider, Dylan Davis second, Lance Sater fourth, Riley Frost in fourth. I don't know why I said that. Lance Sater third. Man, I'm sorry. Lance Sater third, Riley Frost fourth. So let's get people interviewed. So we will, Jacob Snyder's in the chat. We will talk to him last. And so Lance Sater. This thing needs to go to Lance Sater. Loop-de-loop, Lance Sater. How's it going? Third place. I mean, really, there was only 3 of you out there once Riley left. But, I mean, it was still a good race. You led the most laps. What happened?
The car just decided not to turn.
Yeah, let's watch that back on the live stream again. That was lap 25. You're going around, you're leading the lap, and then, bam, you just killed the wall coming off turn number 4.
I think I had the wheel at still over a 90-degree corner and hit too. And then I had to pull it in the next lap because I think the wheel was still like at 180 in order just to get the thing to exit the corner. And I'm like, this thing just, it was tight the entire feature, it felt for me.
Right? Hey, I mean, with Jacob giving you the EOL, getting the EOL, he gave you the most laps led that race, so that gave you bonus points.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I was hoping I could break his winning streak tonight. It was looking good until the car just, I don't know what happened to it. It just said, no, I'm gonna choke this for you.
Well, with Jake Raven not making the race tonight, that puts you to third in the points.
Heck yeah.
So you're in the money. What's your thoughts on Bristol?
I've had some great time. I've had some good times with Bristol. Bristol's a multi-lane track, so we'll see what we can do there.
Absolutely. Well, Loop-de-Loop, you want to make any shout-outs before we go on? And I'm enjoying calling you that, just so you know.
I was hoping I could win tonight, but I was still, I'd like to thank everyone that, helps me get into where I'm at, the sponsors on the car. I asked Jacob for some help earlier. I asked a friend of mine for some setup advice earlier, and the quality setup, was fire. It ran really good. I just needed to transfer that into the race setup because it just, I don't know, the race setup just wasn't it tonight.
Right, yeah, you were tight, but I mean, you did lead the most laps, so you got that going for you. Unfortunately, when you killed the wall, you killed your race.
Yep. I was hoping for a yellow. I was like, they got to be getting like aggressive up there or something. And then the last 2 laps, I'm like, there's no way I ran them down. I looked up, I'm like, oh, there's them in 1 and 2.
Yeah, they were on old tires and you were on fresher tires. I mean, that's a given.
That's the given we need to. But, all right. Thanks for putting this off tonight, bub.
No problem, man. We'll see you next week at Bristol, and good luck there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good one. And we will bring in my buddy Dylan Davis, a Tennessee native here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Second place, you led your first laps of the season. Give us your thoughts, buddy.
Yeah, definitely thank you to Jacob for letting me lead a few this season. Because I knew the whole time I was like, the only way I could ever beat him is if I just try to block until he almost wrecks me. So thanks to him.
Yeah,
it was fun.
That was fun to watch. You guys race side by side. We're watching it back on the live stream now. You were side by side for a couple laps there with him on the outside, and he finally just got around you. I felt like you might have burned your tires.
Oh yeah, my right front, it popped up the notification probably at lap 40, and so after that it was over. I was just cruising.
Yeah, I mean, you guys I was pretty satisfied with the 3-car race there. You guys put on a pretty good show with Lance out there until he killed the wall.
Yeah, I thought there for a while it was a really good race. I was like, dang, I know this isn't normally where I'm at, but
hey, I mean, you did good. You did good. You qualified good. I mean, if you want to know what happened to Riley,
out of the 4.
Yeah, out of the 4, yeah, you got there. If you want to know what happened to Riley, I messaged him. He didn't put gas in the car, so.
Oh, I almost done that. Like, I entered the grid, and it was like, you'll have to stop for fuel before the end of the race. I was like, oh no, I forgot to put my race setup on.
I think that's what he did. Yeah, well, that was a good race, dude. You got your best finish of the season.
I think that might put me above Austin Plum.
Let me look. I got the points up here. You were 2 points behind Austin, and he didn't make it tonight. And he did post an LPP. So you'll be gaining 2-3 points on him. So
that's what it's nice. Better than nothing.
Yeah. And you are right there with, let's see here. Let me look back. Jake didn't make it. He had 108. He was 8 points ahead of you, so he's going to lose about 3 or 4. There's going to be a close one for third place at Bristol. So, what are your thoughts on your second home track for the finale of the season?
Well, that's actually, that's my home track. I'm only about 20 minutes from there, but so obviously it's my favorite.
Absolutely.
I've practiced quite a bit to try to run with some of these guys. Hopefully I have something there.
Absolutely. We want to see you do good, and it's always a heartbreak when you come just short of a win. Man, that elusive win, I've just been saying that on the broadcast. You've been racing with us now for 2 seasons, and you just have that bad luck that just never goes your way near the end of the race.
Yeah, I know. A few of those was my fault, not fitting, and then I had some connection issues. It seems like there's always something that when I'm running good, it takes me out.
Yeah, I know. But you got a second place. Nobody can take that away from you except for Shannon Milliken, and I don't think he will. So,
yeah,
congrats
I'll take
on the
them any
silver.
way I can get them.
Absolutely. Yep, congrats. We'll see you next week at Bristol, buddy.
Good.
Have a good one. And last but not least, Jacob Schneider, one more time. Dude, you have one more week to go, and you make a record for PRA of winning 100% of the races in a season. What are your thoughts after that one? That was a pretty good race. You chose to take an EOL to start at the end, and you had to pass all 4 of the other cars, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't super easy. So give us your thoughts.
Yeah, we've been doing 50 laps all season, but this is the biggest track we've ran, so it's going to be the most tire wear we've seen. And I probably could have passed people a little easier if I'd have pushed hard, but then I think I'd have paid for it. And my tires were just as shot as everyone else's there at the end, so yeah, I think it was just the strategy was not to lead. I think Lance Burns. I think he probably learned something there. I think he might be tough to beat at Bristol if he can learn from that.
Yeah, he burned him up and got real tight and smacked the wall 2 times in a row there. That ended his race, basically.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, between that and it'd been real nice to have Riley up there too, as fourth car, because I know he'd have been right up there with us.
He would have, and if you don't know, I messaged him. Asked him what happened. He didn't fuel his car, so he ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel, and so he just pulled it into pits.
To me at USA, if you remember, I like missed the grid.
Yes, I do remember that.
Because I realized I had the Q set on, and I had to get out real quick, so I missed the grid.
I do remember that. And that almost happened to Dylan tonight too. So it's the issues of switching between qualifying and race setup. You got to remember it. But yeah, though there was only 3 cars on the track, you guys, all 3 of you, put on a good show until about the time Lance killed the wall and kind of put himself out. Then it was just a 2-car race after that. But you and Dylan put on a good show still.
Yeah, he had a good run. I mean, I think if everyone shows up, probably Dylan still sang it, even if we had the full field.
Yeah, he did really good. I know that he's a Tennessee native, so these 2 tracks that are on the final 2 tracks of the season, he favors. So hopefully he'll be a force to be reckoned with at Bristol, and we'll see a good race.
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot more just wide open. Maybe just run the top. I'm not sure how that'll go in the late model.
In the street stock, it's going to be like super speedway racing.
Yeah. It might be. I think it might be hard to pass on the bottom with the progressive banking.
Yeah,
if you can control the race and control the top lane, it might be hard to pass.
You might see a lot of bump drafting like you would at a super speedway. It would be kind of crazy to see at Bristol.
Some wrecks.
Yes. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Bristol's my favorite track in the whole world, so I get excited. That's why it's the finale. I'm pretty fond of it.
You're going to announce from the cockpit?
Probably not.
I've never seen you race.
Hey, I'm not very good. You'd have me 3 laps down before we even got to halfway point.
We'll do some coaching sessions for you.
I probably need it.
We'll get you up to speed.
But yeah, Jacob Schneider Racing YouTube, another shout out, number 81 in the victory lane again. Again, next week, if you win both races, you will do something no one else in PRA has ever done to this point. So you are very close to putting your name in the record books, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the goal going into it, but I'll take what I can get. I'm still just doing this for fun. If I don't put my name in the record books, it'll be all right.
Yep. I mean, you've won races here and in IndyCar, so you're already the winningest driver in PRA iRacing. So, congrats on that too.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys hosting these races for us.
Not a problem. It's great having you. Hopefully next season we'll have enough recruitment. You can get the word out for us. Help us get the word out, and we'll have a much bigger grid. I want like 15 to 20. 15 and 20, I'm good with that. I don't need a huge 30-car grid or nothing. Though I wouldn't mind it. That's a good problem to have. But the problem is once you get that many, go ahead.
15 to 20 is like the perfect start.
Yeah.
Then you got to start probably getting more officials if you get more cars.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. You get 30 cars out there, and there's a lot of chaos that starts happening. You need like 2 or 3 officials that are watching the entire grid at all times.
Yeah, and you don't want it to turn into just cautions because people don't like that either.
Nope.
People won't come back.
That happened to us actually before you ever joined. When we first started, our first series was the Asphalt Assault series ever. That was our first series ever. We had 34 cars in the grid, and it was a caution fest. And it was chaos. And I actually raced that race. I was in the car. Yeah, it was chaotic.
Maybe that was the problem.
It probably was.
I was kidding.
But yeah, we have fun here. That's what we're here for. Like I said on the broadcast earlier, we're looking for sponsors to help out, get some winnings for the drivers, because, that will bring people out. And that's honestly what I want. I want to see cars on the track. I want to see good racing. I want to see everybody in the pack racing with somebody. I know the skill gap is there, and there's nothing you can do about it. But as long as we can get somebody that's your skill level versus somebody that's in the back skill level, we can have racing all the way around the track, and there's nothing wrong with it. And that's what I want. But yeah,
that's how racing should be.
Absolutely.
Fans watch all around the track.
But I'll let you have the last word on this broadcast. You can call us out.
Yeah, check out PRA Network 2 on YouTube. You can rewatch all these races and also the IndyCar and GT racing. And we'll be back here next week at Bristol. IndyCar is tomorrow at Portland, I think.
I'm looking.
You'll have to do the GT races. I don't know where they are.
Yes, it is Portland. Tomorrow in Portland is the Vision Corsa IndyCar series.
I don't think I'll make it for that one, but I'll be doing all the ovals on the IndyCar side.
And then
the IndyCar race is probably the best racing we got in PRA. So
yes,
if
I agree with that.
Race, tune in and watch the IndyCar race on YouTube.
I agree. Rum runner Rodney Roberts, he's done a good job at getting things put together over there. It's been a good job. He just announced today that he's leaving the GT series to somebody else to host. So that's unfortunate, but he's got some life changes that's taking place that has to happen there. So it is what it is. He's really good at what he does, and we appreciate him too. But we appreciate you, Jacob, and we'll see you next week, and we'll probably see you racing.
Sounds good. We'll see you. Have a good week.
Have a good one. And for PRA and Shannon Milliken and all the board of directors at PRA, I'm Justin Phoenix. We thank you for watching another broadcast here on PRA Network 2 on YouTube and PRA_Network on Twitch. And we will see you next week at Bristol Motor Speedway for the finale of this season. We'll see Jacob Schneider again, defending his record to see if he wins 100% of the races. Tomorrow night, you will see on the Twitch channel the IndyCar race hosted by Rodney Roberts and the broadcaster Orion I. And then Friday night, we have Orion I again. No, we don't. Sorry, we used to. And Thursday night, we have Orion I again for the street stock road course racing. It's completely separate from the short track series, but it has been a show so far, and so that's been awesome. We thank Daniel Blanco from Gridfinder for helping us host that, and so we really appreciate him too. And so for everybody here at PRA,